Hello and welcome to the all-new FleetTrack ELD and Hours of Service platform. We're extremely excited to launch this new and updated platform. And today we're just going to be talking about navigating through the back office, the admin piece. So this is what all you fleet managers or owner-operators will be using to look at your drivers and manage your drivers and their logs. Upon login, you will be directed to your dashboard. And so this is where you can see all of the high-level information on your drivers. If you have any drivers that are in the drive status, you will see them here in this drop-down. You also have a timeline. This is your notifications bar. So this will just give you some high-level information on your driver's activity, anything that we feel you need to be aware of. If you want to look at all of your drivers, we can select View All here. And now I'll see all of my drivers and what their current status is and what their clocks look like. If you need to drill down on a driver, you can do so, and you can see your different trucks here as well. If I want to see my driver's log for today, in the driver record, I can select this logs icon on the right. And now I have my driver's information. So here's all the log information. If I scroll down a little bit, now I have access to my driver's log sheet. A few things to note here. Down below, we show all of the individual statuses, and then any notes that need to accompany that status. So for example, I look at my driving status here. The note is ELD speed greater than 5 miles per hour. So I know that this driving status was initiated because the vehicle was moving. So now we will navigate back to the dashboard. So if I want to view my driver's logs, I can select the Logs button here. And now I have the ability to select between any certified logs or any logs, uncertified or current driver logs. So today's logs. Here I have the entire list of all my drivers and their logs. And I do have the ability to filter through and select my logs here. Any unidentified driver logs will be located on the left here. And from here, I'm able to assign these logs to the driver that they belong to. If we navigate to our Users tab, I have a list of all of my users in the organization. If I want to search a user, I can do that here. And if I want to filter between my drivers, my mechanics, fleet managers, etc., I can do that with the click of these buttons. To add a user, all I need to do is select the plus sign here, and then the user creation screen will pop up. So from here, I just need to enter in all of my user information, cell phone number, email, name, etc. Select their hire date. This is going to help you to manage your employees through the system. I need to select my role here. And then if you have numerous terminals or locations, we can set up these regions, these departments, etc., but they are not required. If you have any employee documentation you would like to upload, you can upload those, save them to the system, and we can set up alerts about expirations, etc. So if I select my driver, I'm going to create a driver account. I now have access to some additional documentation, medical cards, drug tests, etc. On a driver, I do need to set up my cycle rules. So we need to know what cycles are these drivers going to be in. Down below on our drivers, we are able to assign a driver to a vehicle. And then we can turn on any yard moves, or any exceptions or exemptions. On the users, if you have a list that you'd like to import, we can do that as well. We don't expect you to create every single user one by one, so you do have the ability to import a list. Download our user template and fill in the information. When we create vehicles, it's very similar. We navigate to our vehicles page, and to create a vehicle, I can click the plus sign and then add new vehicle or trailer. On my vehicle page, I do need to select the type of vehicle. A unit ID, enter in the VIN. The VIN must be a valid VIN, and then fill in the additional information here. Most of you will be adding ELD vehicles. Our hardware is going to be this Prime 8, our Geometris device. And we can enter in our serial number here for the device. Now, drivers are able to connect to multiple devices, and they do not have to be assigned to specific vehicles. For your information on the vehicle, you have the ability to upload that in the right side. So back to our vehicles page, we do have the ability to track a vehicle and track their trip history. So if we select our vehicle, select our date range, and select view, we will see this vehicle's trip history for the day. If I scroll down, I see a list of my vehicles and then their information and any drivers associated with that. We do have an array of reports that are available just to give you information on your hours of service performance. Explore these reports, and if you see a report or you don't see a report that you're used to using, let us know and we can work on building that for you. Any of your company data, your DOT number, company name, contact will be managed in the Company Data tab. If you have to participate in a DOT audit, if FMCSA or DOT does come into your office, this is where you're going to participate in that audit and send them the information that they require of you. Note, we do have support for US and Canada. Our support tab is where we can view any of our accidents from our accident reporting, any of our fuel consumption, IFTA reports, and our repair and maintenance. So we'll navigate to repair and maintenance. The way that we've created our DVIR system is beyond just alerting, email alerts and SMS text messages. You have the ability to create workflows, add work orders, and track your repair costs with your mechanics. So if we need to add a work order because we have a failed DVIR item, you have the ability to do so here. With the created work order, you can edit it, and you can choose a status. Maybe you're waiting on parts, or maybe the status is in progress. You have the ability to leave some notes here, the cause and concerns, what your correction is, and you have the ability to assign it to a mechanic. You can schedule this work order and schedule a due date for the mechanic. You have the ability to upload any documentation that should be paired with this work order as well. If you want to view your DVIR and your inspections, you have the ability to click on Inspections from the Support tab, and that will bring us to a list of all of our inspections, the driver that completed the inspection, and the inspection type. If we want to view any photos that have been uploaded, we can do here. And if we want to view the inspection report, select View Report. It will open up the PDF in an additional tab, and now you have the ability to see anything that failed. This inspection looks good. There are no failed items, and you have the ability to search by vehicle and date range here as well. You also have the ability to create a custom DVIR. So if you have specialized equipment or you do not like the standard inspection report, to create your custom DVIR, select the Custom button, and then from here we can add our items, our vehicle types, the name of the forms, and add our areas. So now let's talk about editing logs, because that's a big piece of this. To edit our logs, we're going to navigate back to our logs page. And to edit a log, we need to be in our signed logs. From the admin console, you do not have the ability to edit logs that have not been certified. So from here we can view, again, we can view our date range, choose the log that we would like to edit, and we can select our pencil button here on the right of the log. So now we will be presented with the log, it's a certified log, and again I'm presented with all of the individual events. Note that I do not have access to all of the events. Any event that is created by an automatic transition, such as driving, or any event that surrounds the driving events or these automatic events, cannot be edited. That is indicated by these red icons here. To edit an event, we select our pencil, and then we're presented with our chart here. So from here, I can see this is an on-duty status. If I'd like to edit this to off-duty, I select off-duty, and then from the top, I can drag this and choose my edit, period. Now, we will get an error if I try to edit out this drive time, but I do have the ability to move this back and forth. If you need to add a new event, you have the ability to do that as well. And remember, when you do edit your logs, or your driver's logs from the admin, they do have to accept or reject that edit. That is the high-level overview of the FleetTrack ELD. You'll notice everything is pretty much the same as far as the function. We just wanted to update the interface to make it a little bit easier for all of you. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to your account manager for any support. And don't forget that we have a 24/7 support line. You can reach them at 844-291-7514 or email them at support@lbtechnology.com.